In this video, we'll be taking a quick tour of your Veryfi inbox. We'll cover things such as searching, sorting, and filtering your documents, controlling what data is actually displayed on the screen, as well as exporting document data. Now, hopefully the filters are self-explanatory, but let's just run through them anyway. We'll first look at these first three filters. Essentially, these are the date range filters, and you can set whatever date range you want by choosing the dates from these two fields, or you can actually choose a preset. We've populated a few different types here. Let's just say that we want to look at the documents from this year, so we just select this filter here, and we can see that it presets our date range to the first of the year to the current date. The next filter to look at is this date by filter. This one essentially controls which date this range is applied to. And we have two different date fields to choose from. One is the document date and the other is the created date. So created date is essentially when the document was brought into the system, and the document date is the date that's on the document itself. So let's say in this example here, on the first row that we have here, you can see the document date is the 5th of July, but it was actually created today. The next filter is the bucket filter. If you've been archiving your documents and you want to get them back, you would simply choose the archived option here. Otherwise, if you're just working with active documents, you would keep this active option selected. Or if you want to see all of your documents, whether they're archived or active, you would choose this all option. And lastly, we have the include team filter, and this lets you choose whether you want to see only your own documents, so you would select no there, or if you want to see your entire team's documents, and in that case you would choose the yes option. Now, this demo account doesn't actually have that many documents in here, so I'll choose all for the date range, and I'll hit search to apply these filters. Now, there's a few more documents listed here, and if we're looking for something specific, this could be a little bit overwhelming. So let's just use the search feature here to narrow down our results. So let's just say I wanted to just see the Bunnings one. All I did there was just type in the search word and then pressed enter, and you could also just use the search button, and it narrowed my results down by the search zone. And to clear that search, all we have to do is backspace this, hit search again, and we'll see the full list again. There are two more filters which are a little bit less obvious, and those are these two tabs. So these basically let you filter by your expenses versus income. So the money out tab will show you all of your expenses, and likewise money in will show you anything that's income, and that could be actual income or it could be refunds. Now, in this account there is actually no money in transactions, so none of these have appeared here. Now let's take a look at sorting of your documents. That one's very straightforward. All you have to do is look at the column headers, and you'll see that some of them have a little up and down arrow next to them. And all you have to do is click on that column header, and your data is sorted by that column. So right now we can see that it's in ascending order, which means in this case from oldest to newest document. If we click on this document date header again, we'll see that now it's sorted the other way around. So now the newest documents are appearing at the top. Next, I'll show you how to control what data is actually displayed on the screen. And so to do that, we just click this columns button, and we'll see a long list of all the various columns that are possible to be toggled on or off. And let's just say that I don't want to see this document ID column because I don't find it useful in my case, but I do want to see the currency and the local total amount and also the exchange rate of my documents. So I've just toggled them on, and you can see that document ID column is gone. We can now see the currency, the total, and then the exchange rate fields. And just to show you how those are useful, I'll bring this Bunnings document back up. And this one, This one was purchased in Australia, and it was purchased with Australian dollars. The local total amount was $8.70, the tax was 79 cents, and at the exchange rate of 0.739, that actually totals to $6.43 US, which is my default currency. And finally, let's take a look at the export functionality. So first I'll just clear my search to get a few more results up here, and then I'll click on export and CSV, and we'll see pretty quickly there is now a CSV file that has been downloaded for us. And this file contains basically everything that we saw on the screen with the columns that we had selected, and that has a few exceptions, such as the vendor logo, the connected apps, and a few other columns. But aside from those few exceptions, all of the other columns that you selected will be exported. One thing to note though is if your search criteria and your filters result in quite a lot of documents being returned, your export may not include all of them. And the reason is that they may not already be all loaded onto the screen. So if that is the case, just scroll down to the bottom and you'll notice this little please wait animation. And once that's done and all of your documents have loaded, go ahead and export your CSV. And now you should see all of your documents appear in the export. And so I hope that's been helpful. And as always, if you have any questions, feedback or comments, feel free to drop us a line at support@veryfi.com.